Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Wolverines will kick this away to get us going here. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the return will be brought down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and similar two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. And here comes the punter onto the field. Returner tackle right there. That's where we'll start the drive. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Single back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. He'll ride the back again here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. It's an option look. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And there's the handoff. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch made by the tight end. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. And the Wolverines churn out another first down. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. In the clear at the 25. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his feet.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Makes a quick grab. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
And it's no good. He missed it. And with that miss, the score remains the same.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Eludes a tackle. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Grab down the middle. It's Harris.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
He decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
But the linebacker is really the quarterback of the defense on this play. Diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The snapper, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
That picks up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 39.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning, a chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, I love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And this pass is on target, caught. And the game just good enough for a 1st down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Play action here on 1st down. Quick throw to the left side. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining 1st half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much. Just a small gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And they pick up the 1st down to the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The Wolverines looking to cash in the red zone. He'll hand it off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Now the all-important extra point. And he knocks it right through.
The extra point is good. That time begins.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Turner trying to create good field position. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They stop him right at the 24.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He escapes the sack. He's moving out of the pocket now. Going to try to use his legs here. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Returner looking to create better field position. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And it's a bunch formation. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The Wolverines are going to keep this drive rolling.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now from the pistol formation. They're going to run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
And the Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here comes the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So now it's 3rd and short from the +25. They're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read. Got the ball where it needed to go. And now you're set up to get 6.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Touchdown, Wolverines. That puts them on top in the 2nd half.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package.
And the junior able to get home with the sack. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that.
Listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. There's the handoff. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
Michigan 14, Notre Dame 7.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense moving to a bunch formation. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's running out of time here. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
They'll kick it away here. It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. First down here for this offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out on the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Quarterback still with the football. Gets the first and still running. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
And every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out in the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
Caught behind the line. It's Gilbert. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Handoff from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
3rd and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. And they finish it off here on second and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Now they get set now to try the PAT. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Return starts from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Michigan offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
The completion makes it second down. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. He brings it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? An inside give now from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake froze the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open player.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Freshman shows inexperience. Lucky he didn't get intercepted.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete and a very quick throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
final minute of regulation. The crowd is really getting into it. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here's the option play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Breaking free at the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Breaking through defenders. And the defense calling time here with 26 seconds to play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. And it's good. He's got it. Missed the attempt earlier, but connects when it matters most. Well, you love to see a game come down to the final possession. Who's going to have the football last? And they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.